Has anyone else had their eyelash extensions fall off in the middle of a first date? Because that's exactly what happened to me, except it led to discovering the most twisted revenge plot I've ever seen. I was sitting across from Jake at this cute little Italian place, trying to impress him with my knowledge of wine, when I felt something tickling my cheek. I brushed it away, thinking it was just my hair. But then Jake's eyes got really wide and he started staring at my face like I'd grown a second nose. I excused myself to the bathroom and nearly screamed. Half my left eyelashes were gone, just sitting there on my cheek like dead spiders. The other half were hanging on for dear life, making me look like I'd been in a windstorm. I quickly peeled off the survivors and stuffed them in my purse, praying Jake wouldn't notice the difference. When I got back to the table, Jake was being super sweet about it. He said he thought something looked different, but that I looked prettier without all the makeup anyway. That's when I knew he was a keeper. We laughed about it, ordered dessert, and I forgot all about my eyelash disaster until Monday morning. I marched into the salon where I'd gotten the extensions done 3 days earlier. The technician was this girl named Brittany who seemed nice enough during my appointment, but when I showed her the evidence in my purse, she got all defensive and claimed I must have rubbed them off myself. That's when another client, this older woman getting her nails done, spoke up. She said she'd overheard Brittany on the phone during her last visit, talking about how she was going to mess up someone's lashes on purpose. Apparently, Brittany had been bragging about getting back at girls who dated her ex-boyfriend. My stomach dropped. I asked what the ex looked like, and the woman described Jake perfectly. Tall, brown hair, works at the bank downtown. Brittany had been Jake's girlfriend for 2 years before he broke up with her last month. She'd been stalking his social media, saw our dinner plans, and decided to sabotage my date. The salon owner was mortified when she found out. Turns out Brittany had been using expired lash glue for weeks, but only on certain clients. She had a whole list of girls Jake had been talking to, and she'd been systematically ruining their appearances before dates. One girl's lashes fell out during a movie, another girl's came off while she was swimming at the beach with Jake. But here's where it gets crazy. I decided to play along with Brittany's game. I told Jake what happened, and instead of being angry, he thought it was hilarious. We came up with this plan to teach Brittany a lesson she'd never forget. Jake asked Brittany to meet him for coffee, claiming he wanted to work things out. She showed up looking perfect, freshly done lashes and all. That's when Jake introduced her to his new girlfriend, me, sitting at the next table with absolutely gorgeous lash extensions that I'd gotten done at a different salon. Brittany's face went completely white when she realized her sabotage had actually brought Jake and me closer together. We'd bonded over laughing about the whole situation, and it had become this inside joke between us. Jake told her right there in the coffee shop that her petty revenge had backfired spectacularly. The best part was when Jake pulled out his phone and showed her screenshots of all the bad reviews her previous victims had left for the salon. Business was already tanking because word had gotten out about the expired glue and deliberate sabotage. The salon owner had fired Brittany that morning. Brittany started crying and begging Jake to take her back, saying she only did it because she loved him so much. Jake just shook his head and said that if she really loved him, she would have wanted him to be happy with someone else. Then he took my hand and we walked out together.